And all we want is our players to show some hard work, commitment, desire that will match the passion of the fans. If that's lacking, that is a big problem. And I think this season, you could definitely say that. Players will argue that they put the effort in physically, but that's not the same as passion and desire. And that's what's really let me down this. And that's what I feel at the moment. So welcome back to Small Little Lions FC. And there's no doubt that being a supporter of Birmingham City is a real roller coaster. It always has been. All the years I've supported Birmingham City, it's always been up and down. As we record this video, we've just come off a 0-0 away draw at Rotherham, and Birmingham City are currently situated in the bottom three of the Championship with just 2 games to go. So I just want to get Matt's opinion really on how you're feeling, Matt, really, at this point in time about being a Birmingham City supporter, and, you know, any thoughts on anything really about the club?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's worth noting before we get into it that usually we have a couple of notes, don't we? Just a couple of guidance stats or something. We have prepared absolutely nothing for this. This is pure emotion or off the cuff or whatever you want to call it. But I want to start off by saying I love this club. And I love the fans. And, you know, starting this podcast out, we only started it in January. The comments we get and the support we've received from our fan base is just...
February.
Okay. It has just been absolutely incredible. But we started the conversations around Christmas sort of January, didn't we? So all the timings are overlapped for me.
Yeah.
But getting to know you guys, and you know, we've got some regular people who put comments in the section. You know, it's been great. It's been a nice journey doing this podcast. That's the positives. On to the negative. I am so frustrated.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a tough year, and I've had so many wonderful memories as a Blues fan. I remember the Worthington Cup final, getting promoted in 2001. You know, those games against Villa there. I remember the Cup final in 2011. You know, really great memories. For me, this is up there with one of the worst seasons I've personally ever known.
Yeah.
Lots of volatility. You know, if we include Spooner's one game, that's 6 managers this season. There's no doubt about it. The circus was brought to our club between October and New Year. Not going to mention the name. Let's not make it a podcast about that. And I cannot send this message home anymore on this podcast. We have no leaders. We have no passion and desire. We have no one who can just grab the team and get us those results. Rotherham was a key example.
Yeah.
You know, we just couldn't bring the game to them. We just couldn't. We were missing something, weren't we? And that's been missing all season. So for me, for one, I cannot wait for the summer break, for a bit of sunshine, no football, no weekends being ruined. But, you know, regardless of this season, we will be there next year supporting the boys. We love this club. For me, I am looking forward to this season being over, and I am definitely a bit deflated and a bit frustrated.
It so sums it up so nicely. I feel exactly the same. I'm sure a lot of Blues fans will feel exactly the same. The weird thing is this season is that we've had so many positive things happening. I mentioned in the intro about the new owners, the purchase of the land, the wonderful work they've done at the stadium that we've, you know, that has changed it completely. I felt we had good recruitment in the summer, and these players have completely underperformed, and they can't hide behind the change in the managers. And also as well, you know, people can't blame just Rooney. He was part of it, but these players have had, you know, he was sacked in early January.
Yeah.
So
New Year, he was gone.
So, you know, if anybody wants to point the finger and say, oh, it's because Rooney was appointed, that's not actually correct. That didn't help. I'm not disputing that. But that wasn't the reason, because these players could have easily turned that around. And I say all these, you know, good things that are going on off the pitch, it's almost like we can't properly enjoy it. Because you know we've always got one eye on the league table. And I think now, as we record this, we've put ourselves in a really difficult situation in the league, having to almost put the pressure on to win our last 2 games to have any chance of staying up. And if the worst happens, like you've mentioned, you know, nobody wants to go down to League One. You know, we are going to get a lot of stick from other fans. Well, do you know what? It's going to happen anyway, isn't it? But we will still continue to support this club, and we always will. And our fan base is absolutely amazing. We've got an amazing fan base. I think that, hopefully we can do enough to stay up. But if we do go down to League One, you know, our support isn't going to change. You know, it's still going to be there. And also as well, I'm confident that we are going to have a complete refresh. I think the only positive thing that I feel at the moment, at this point in time, is there's going to be a complete reset in the summer.
But how ironic is this? We have BSHL for those amount of years, and we always somehow survive the drop. We have Wagner and Knighthead at the wheel. We're getting announcements about new stadiums. We're getting all these amazing things happening off the pitch. And this year could be the year that we actually have the drop, isn't it?
Well-
What is madness? It's absolutely madness.
Well,
And
how many clubs do you know that win a major trophy and get relegated in the same
yeah,
season?
it's just blues all over.
It-
That
it-
is the perfect metaphor for
yeah.
a Birmingham City supporter, isn't it? And yeah, I'm like you. I'm on one side of the scale, really excited about the future of this club. Really excited about Nighthead, the stadium, the wheel site, everything which is happening. And if we can stay up, I actually think we're in for a really exciting rebuild this summer in the
Yeah,
Championship.
me too.
Obviously, if we go down to League One, we're going to attract us naturally a different type of player. It's a very physical league. You know, certain players aren't going to want to drop their standards down to that level. So we're going to only attract. We're going to have a ceiling of players that we can attract in that league. Regardless, you know, so happy with the way the Nighthead have came in and the things they've done, but so frustrated with. For me, Dad, we're season ticket holders. We go to as many away games as we possibly can, a fair few. We pay our money, hard-earned money. And for me, it's just been such a frustrating season because I haven't felt like that has been appreciated or reciprocated by the 11 blokes kicking the football around the pitch. Whoever that starting 11 has been, something this year has been missing.
Yeah.
And the key words for me, and I've mentioned them loads, are passion, desire, grit. You know, having the fight, having the battle. We're too nice. We're too passive as a team. It's almost painful to watch how nice our team is, if that makes sense. You know, where's the ruthlessness? Where's the, you know, when someone scores, we're giving the ball back. You know, we're doing really passive things as a team. And it's small things, but they make a massive difference. And I think we've really missed a captain this year, leadership. You know, we've had enough instability off the pitch in terms of management changes and all these things. We haven't even had a stable captain on the pitch. How can that produce results? And we don't even know what starting 11 is going to happen. How can you get results and consistently get results in the Championship if you don't even know consistently what your starting 11 is?
Yeah, I think as well. The you know we keep getting asked for social media posts from the club to get down there, support the Blues. And we're always there. It's not about that. It's about those players displaying the same values as the fans. We've over the years been used to, effectively, there's no other way of describing it, rubbish. That we've had some really bad seasons where the style and the quality of football has been appalling, but the fans turn up week in, week out. Yeah, we haven't been selling out stadiums, but we still get a good average capacity for a team that's playing really, really poorly. And all we want is our players to show some hard work, commitment, desire that will match the passion of the fans. If that's lacking, that is a big problem. And I think this season, you could definitely say that. Players will argue that they put the effort in physically, but that's not the same as passion and desire.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what's really let me down this. And that's what I feel at the moment. As I say, at the time of recording, we are third bottom now with 2 games to go in the Championship, and we're in a really, really difficult position. Question to you, to put you on the spot, do you think we'll stay up?
We don't deserve to stay up. I think it'll be because other teams drop the ball.
Well, lots of scenarios that are always going in our heads, but here's the scenarios that I think. So basically, I think Huddersfield have gone. I think that even if they beat us, they have still got Ipswich in their last game of the season. So even if they beat us, I still think they're going to get relegated anyway. And that's no disrespect to Huddersfield. That's just a
Mathematical thing,
Yeah,
really.
mathematical thing. Yeah. Now with us, that Huddersfield game is crucial because effectively, if we draw that game with Huddersfield, that could relegate both clubs, Huddersfield and Blues. It won't effectively relegate us because if Sheffield Wednesday's next game is against West Bromwich Albion at home, so if they win that and then we draw with Huddersfield, then that would mean that they will be 3 points ahead of us going to the last game, but we've got a better goal difference. But then that would rely on them losing and us winning in the last game, and they've got Sunderland away, and we've got Norwich at home. Unfortunately, Sunderland at the moment are very, very beatable. So that would concern me. I can't remember exactly Plymouth. We did a video.
48 points now.
Yeah, but I can't remember the last 2 fixtures. So they're in
Millwall and I can't remember the last one. But
Okay.
so they're playing Millwall at the Den first.
Yeah, but they are better off by X amount of points that I think is going to be enough of a cushion for them to escape. So it's between us.
I think
really.
it's Hull. I think it's Millwall and Hull left for Plymouth.
Yeah, okay. So really, it's between. Oh yeah, I think it might be. Really, I think it's between us and Sheffield Wednesday. To be honest, that will go down with Rotherham, who have already gone. Huddersfield are highly likely to go between us and them. Yeah. I think we can do. I think if we win our last 2 games, we can do it. But if Sheffield Wednesday also win their last 2 games and Plymouth win their last 2 games, then the only other club in the mix then is Blackburn, who have got something like 49. So they're already 3 points ahead of us. So I'm going to be positive and say that we can stay up. But based upon the performance I saw against Rotherham, I think that we are making it so difficult for ourselves. My heart is saying that I want more than anything for Birmingham City to stay up, but my head is saying that we'll get relegated.
Really interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mate.
it wouldn't surprise me if we
Only,
got relegated. It
only
really wouldn't.
based upon the performance I've seen against Rotherham and the fact that we don't must win games.
Our away form
And
speaks for
statistically,
itself.
as I say, I make it clear, my heart is like everything in me wants Birmingham City to stay up. I'm a big Blues fan. I don't want us to go down, but if you look at things logically, then the way we're playing at the moment and the games we've got left.
I don't think you need to apologise or justify your opinion. I think a lot of Blues fans are in the same boat. Their heart's saying they want this club to stay up. We love our club, but their heads are saying, why should I believe in this club and these players when they've given me nothing in return? Sorry, the players in particular, the 11. And I noticed on social media at the time of recording, we've just come off the back of the Rotherham 0-0, and the Blues fans are so sick of these players coming up to us and going, because why should we stand there and be rallied up by players that can't even be bothered and show up and give us the passion and desire that we need? It's so frustrating. And I get what Laird's doing. I get what Stansfield are doing. They're trying to rally up the crowd. But you professional footballers, you should understand the passion. You should understand what we want out of these games. And as I said, a lot of Blues fans, Dad, we can take a loss. We can take being beat by the better team on the day. What we can't stand and what we will not stand for is someone who's not willing to fight and play for the badge. And this season, I can't remember many games where those players have showed me enough desire that they deserve to stay up and they deserve to play for this brilliant club.
Yes, exactly. And that's why we are where we are right now. And if those players really wanted to G the crowd up, they don't need to do that. Just perform on the pitch.
Exactly. Yeah,
put the effort in. Yeah,
that's what they're saying.
Yeah, put the effort in. You don't need to. We're there. We're there behind the players. We're always there behind the players. We're always there behind the team. And I can remember loads of times, Matt, in games both home and away that we've been to, where the team have needed us, and we've been right there with them. We've been losing. Even games where we've been home and away, where the team have come off the pitch and we've clapped them because of the effort. But unfortunately, not enough, because there's a lot more games that I can think of where they basically are completely underperformed and basically sold us short. So if you were to ask me where I am right now, as a Birmingham City supporter, it's very frustrated, concerned for our status in the Championship, very concerned about our status in the Championship. And really, you mentioned it, just looking for the season to finish. The season is over, then I can not worry about football just for a couple of months in terms of how it's going to make me feel as a fan. And then basically, I'll need a summer break as well. You'll need a summer break. All you guys are going to need a big summer break, because we're going to have a big season next season, whatever division we're in, to get our support back to St.Andrews at Knighthead Park, into the away games, to really push our team to where we need to be.
I couldn't have said it better myself. As you say, regardless of division, Championship or League One, I just can't wait for that big red reset button to be set over the summer. I'm excited for a break. I cannot wait to just not have my Saturdays so stressed. I mean, even Saturdays and Sundays, like this weekend, Rotherham game stressed me out. The Sheffield Wednesday game today stressed me out. I'm sick of going into these weekends stressed out, up to my eyeballs. We love this club. All we want to do is just see 11 players on the pitch, giving the all, and we can take that. And we haven't seen enough of that for me this season. So I'm like you, Dad. I'm frustrated. I love this club. I'm looking forward to the summer break, regardless of division, looking forward to a reset. And as you say, next season, regardless of context, let's get behind the boys. Let's get down there. Let's show everyone and the world, because we're on the stage at the moment, whether we like it or not. Wagner has put this club on the map. People are wearing blue stuff around Manhattan in New York, and they have no idea why they're wearing it, as he said in the show. But we're on the map. We are now on the international stage. Fair enough. I know before I get loads of comments, not in terms of quality on the pitch. That will come. Let's reset. Let's all have that break over the summer. And as I say, let's get through these. Sorry, before that even happens, let's get through these 2 games. Come on, boys, show us some passion. Let's get these 6 points. Let's stay in this league if we can. And as I say, let's look forward to a fresh, exciting transfer window. The first transfer window, proper window under Knighthead as well. So that'll be exciting. But for me, Dad, frustrated, deflated, looking forward to a break.
Yeah, very much so. And what do you think, Blue supporters? I mean, you've heard my thoughts and Matt's thoughts on where we feel we are now as Birmingham City supporters. I mean, to be honest with you, the honest truth is, I think we both feel like we've just been 10 rounds with Mike Tyson this season. We've just been knocked from pillar to post, and it's just getting us down. We're not knocked out yet, are we? We've still got a little way to go, but it'd be good to reset at the end of the season. But we'd love to know what you think. We've probably tried to be as honest as we can here in terms of how we're feeling about being a Birmingham City supporter. But is that the way you feel? Let us know in the comments below. What's your thoughts on the club? Please keep your comments clean as well, because we do have a policy on the channel that we will not accept any comments that are aggressive in terms of offensive or abusive language. But we do want people to give your true opinion. So please, not any swear words or anything like that. We don't delete many comments, but only the swear words in there, because we are a channel that wants families and children to be able to look at the videos. So please bear that in mind when you make a comment. If you did like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And if you also haven't done so already, check out our social media channels, where we have Instagram and a X account, and those handles you'll see on the screen right now. And also as well, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure that you do so that you don't miss any future content from myself and Matt all about Birmingham City. So myself and Matt will see you on the next video.